Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth.
We can't do it were the last famous words of Jerome Powell, who announced just recently, I think yesterday or so, that the Fed cannot hold Bitcoin. And right after that, the markets crash. And when I say the markets, I really just mean the crypto market. Although that is not to say that the other markets are crashing as well, I just simply don't look at them. And maybe I should, but I'm not a big of a trader. I'm more of a crypto guy, crypto exclusively. So Bitcoin has broken below the 100,000 resistance on the charts. That was the line, both of the resistances that were here. And right now it's making its way towards the 91,000, and 91,000 looks like a next resistance level. It had a few taps here in the past on November where it was trying to break above the level, and once it broke above the $91,000 level, Bitcoin made it all the way up to 108. It tapped it once again on a retracement, didn't really break, well, it broke below it but didn't close a candle below it. And then once again with the dump, that was the unexpected dump due to a glitch or the martial law announcement in South Korea. This was around this time. And it tapped that price tag again and then went back up. And so right now, this is going to be the support that, if broken, Bitcoin could tumble down all the way to 73,000, quite possibly. This is on the daily. If we look on the hourly, we've got 91 right here, with 91 proving to be a support and resistance here at these levels. But then between 91 and 73, there really isn't much. Maybe over here, this could be resistance here, and quite possibly maybe at 86, quite possibly as well. So these could be the places where Bitcoin makes a stand, but if it doesn't, if it breaks below 91.86, then I think we could see retracement to 75 right here. Actually, yeah, this could be a good one. 76, 73, maybe 76 more so than anything else. So be careful, be cautious. I mean, for me personally, I wish I had sold more. I wish I had taken more gains and secured a little bit more on the side. I have some on the side sitting, but now I wish I had taken a little bit more profits and just waiting for a good entry point. Bitcoin right now is forming a green candle on the hourly, but on the daily, it's going to be a red day. And it looks like the Bollinger Bands have opened up wide on the 4-hour charts, which suggests that Bitcoin is going to continue dumping. They don't look like, Bollinger Bands don't look like they're tightening up in any way. On the daily, Bitcoin's broken below the midpoint of the Bollinger Bands as well. So that's not a good sign. And so all the news, before we jump in, let's have a quick look at the market. Market cap, whoa, $3.4 trillion in market cap. That is a huge dump, close to like $500 million, not half a billion, $500 billion worth of money that's been deleted from the market cap. $379 billion in trading volume. Bitcoin at $97,000, Ethereum at $3,400, XRP at 227, BNB 670, Solana 195, below 200 again. Cardano below $1 again. Man, Cardano is like, it's a slow crawler, but when it dumps faster than you can blink. Sui at $4, Polkadot back at $7, and Litecoin is at $99, below 100. Say has retraced 29% as well, 43 cents right now, and Meowcoin has had a nice decent dump as well, I think. No, Meowcoin's pumping, look at that. Back to 0002. See, that's what I said. It's like when Bitcoin dumps, Meowcoin pumps. That's quite often the case. So Meowcoin's up 7.4%. Way to go, Meowcoin. So what's happening? Bitcoin slides towards 96,000 after Fed Chair Powell speaks against Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve. Basically, just 2 days ago, or maybe not even 2 days ago, I think maybe it was yesterday, Jerome Powell was giving a speech, giving a press report, during which he announced that the Fed cannot own any Bitcoin. U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell clarified Wednesday that the Fed is not allowed to own Bitcoin, aligning with the Federal Reserve Act. Powell indicated no intention to pursue changes to this legislation amid a promise by President-elect Donald Trump to establish a national strategic Bitcoin reserve. The price of Bitcoin sank below the 100,000 mark following Powell's comments against forming a national Bitcoin reserve. BTC dropped some more today to a current price of 96,000, just 2 days after rising to its new all-time high above 108,000. The leading cryptocurrency is now down 6.2%. Jerome Powell has dismissed speculations about the U.S. central bank's potential involvement in building a national Bitcoin reserve, citing legal restrictions prohibiting it from owning the world's largest crypto. Powell noted that the Federal Reserve is not looking for legislative amendments to allow Bitcoin ownership, adding that any potential changes to this policy would require congressional action. The Federal Reserve Act says that what we can own, and we're not looking for a law change. That's the kind of thing for Congress to consider, but we are not looking for a law change at the Fed. One of the most highly awaited bills is the Bitcoin Act, championed by Wyoming Republican Senator Cynthia Lamis, which proposes the establishment of a strategic Bitcoin stockpile for the U.S. There's some interesting tidbits here. If passed, the bill would direct the U.S. Treasury to buy 5% of the total Bitcoin supply, 1 million Bitcoins, over 5 years to be held for 20 years. Why those numbers? Not sure, but interestingly, the U.S. government already holds billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin confiscated via criminal cases. This puts considerable Bitcoin reserves under government custody. So it's not like the government isn't in possession of mass amounts of Bitcoin already. According to Akram Intelligence, the U.S. government currently holds roughly 20.7 billion worth of Bitcoin, along with other crypto assets. It's unclear whether these funds will be incorporated into the proposed U.S. strategic reserve. Trump recently doubled down on his strategic reserve plan last week, saying, "We're gonna do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, not just China, others are embracing it, and we want to be the head." But it's still a matter to be seen because, like Jerome Powell said, it's not necessarily something that they can do. Additionally to this bit of a FUD, MicroStrategy may pause Bitcoin buys amid blackout rumors. What the hell is a blackout? MicroStrategy may hold Bitcoin purchases in January due to rumored blackout restrictions on share and debt issuance, sparking investor concerns. Speculation is rising that MicroStrategy may temporarily hold Bitcoin purchases in January due to a rumored blackout period affecting the issuance of shares or convertible debt. These blackout periods, often self-imposed by publicly traded companies, restrict certain financial activities to comply with the regulations or avoid the appearance of impropriety. According to a venture capitalist, executive chairman Michael Saylor faces restrictions in January that could prevent him from issuing convertible debt to finance additional Bitcoin purchases. This news has sparked concern among investors who follow MicroStrategy's aggressive Bitcoin buying strategy. Some analysts speculate the blackout could be linked to insider trading regulations, as many companies impose restrictions following fiscal quarter closings lasting up to a month and ending shortly after earnings announcements. So it's quite possible that we might see a retracement due to this announcement and other announcements, obviously, in January, and might see a bit of a dump. So January could be a red month, which again brings me back to the video I made a while back. I was talking about $73,000 Bitcoin for the things I just mentioned on the chart. So we could see a massive retracement in January, but fear not, we're not going anywhere. Bitcoin is not dying, it's not disappearing, and it's not the end of the bull market just yet. We still have a few months to go, and things are going to pump post New Year, but there's got to be a lull, there's got to be a bit of profit taking, and so that's taking place right now and throughout the month of January, quite possibly. Others suggest the restrictions may apply only to at the market share sales rather than convertible debt issuance. A theory connecting the potential pause to MicroStrategy's recent inclusion in the Nasdaq 100 index on December 23rd has also gained traction. The next earning reports by MicroStrategy will be announced on February 3rd, between February 3rd and 5th, and analysts believe that a blackout period could span all of January or begin around mid-month. Some argue that the impact of such a blackout is overstated, as the company has previously demonstrated a commitment to regulatory transparency through regular 8K filings and press releases. MicroStrategy is a major player, major purchaser of Bitcoin, but there are others. It's not the only one. So MicroStrategy taking a breather. It's not like they're selling their Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is not selling his stash. He's just taking a breather. And so that will most likely prompt a nice breather for the market as well and give us leg room for another run-up post-January come into February, probably, especially once Michael Saylor announces, or MicroStrategy announces its earnings in February, we should probably see a nice pump coming in February. So brace yourself, get ready to get back into the market throughout January, snap up some decent prices, decent discounts on crypto, on your favorite crypto. Don't spend it all on meme coins and shit coins. Get in some Bitcoin, get some Ethereum, and some other good ones that you think might pump, because the next one might be a big leg up. Court gives Coinbase the green light to delist wrapped Bitcoin. Despite the delisting and Coinbase launching CBBTC, wrapped Bitcoin dominates the wrapped digital assets market with an 85% share. Wrapped Bitcoin is one of the assets that's held by World Liberty, Donald Trump's financial DeFi, crypto DeFi, which, by the way, has dumped like $10 million over the past 24 hours due to, on the back of the retracement. World Liberty Financial holds about 103,000 wrapped Bitcoins, which is around $9.9 million, and that's had a nice little dump, as well as Ethereum, which retraced quite significantly. So overall, they've made a loss of unrealized loss of about $10 million. Hong Kong approves 4 more Bitcoin and crypto exchanges. China is coming next. So there's more Bitcoin exchanges that are popping up left and right. I saw a post yesterday, I think that's on Twitter. I should pay more attention to these things and save them. It said that China amassed something like 400, I don't know how many thousands, 400,000 Bitcoins, which was massive. In any case, more crypto exchanges are coming, so fear not. Is Mt. Gox behind the 1.1 billion crypto liquidations? Where here's what happened. The overall cryptocurrency market experienced a significant price decline, resulting in billions of dollars worth of crypto liquidations. This market crash began shortly after Jerome Powell's anti-crypto stance following the Fed rate cut and the recent transfer of 100 million worth of Bitcoin by the defunct cryptocurrency exchange Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox address transferred 102 million worth of Bitcoin last night, distributing a total of 30 million to 3 separate addresses. This Bitcoin was eventually consolidated at this address. These transactions by the defunct cryptocurrency exchange appear to have a significant impact on the crypto market. Apparently, Mt. Gox continues to wreak havoc on the markets, despite the fact that they're already gone. Man, post the crash, post the hack, and they're still causing problems. So there's a lot of FUD. We've got Michael Saylor, we've got Jerome Powell, which is probably the main one, and then we've got, of course, Mt. Gox right now. So there's always FUD coming out, which is what tends to be on the back of any dip, and so you could choose and pick any of these to blame for the retracement right now. But the most plausible answer is that traders that are trading are taking profits, and this is just an opportunity. Announcements like that are just a perfect opportunity for an excuse to take profits and see the market retrace so that people can back in. And once the market starts turning, we'll see a lot more positive news coming out. Anyway, Haktua Girl investors file lawsuit for $100 51k losses after 90% crash. Haktua girl has been missing for about 2 weeks now, and nobody knows where she is. But she basically, after the releasing her meme coin and it crashed, you know, people were at her throat for letting them down, and so now she's missing. According to the controversy, reports revealed that connected wallets held 96% of the token supply. Some of these wallets were allegedly involved in selling, further fueling investor outrage. 2 weeks after the crash, Berwick Law confirmed filing a lawsuit. It represents 12 US-based plaintiffs who claim to have collectively lost $151,000. Didn't they garner like 50 million or something like that on this? The Hawk token initially reached a peak market capitalization of 190 million, but lost 93% of its value shortly after allegations of rug pull quickly surfaced. So 490 million and 151,000, that's small peanuts. So the people responsible for this, and I'm not saying that Haktua girl, whatever her real name is, I don't even think it's sad. It's sad for her to be this person. That's what she's going to be for the rest of her life, man. And whenever she pops up, she will be branded with the scarlet letter of Haktua girl. That's what she's going to be for the rest of her life. Nobody's going to know. People like myself will not know her name forever. We'll just be calling her Haktua girl. She's going to have to get a facelift or something to disappear. But she may not even have been involved in this, and some, you know, people that probably convinced her and told her it's going to be great and you're going to make lots of money, sucked her into this and basically made tons of cash on the back of her fame, shortly lived as it was, and now she's got to go into hiding. Team behind Hawk meme coin tied to Haktua girl sued for alleged securities law violations. So that's another scandal here. A lawsuit alleges that the meme coin Hawk acted as an unregistered security that damaged cryptocurrency investors. 12 plaintiffs. So this is in reference to the same 12 people. And the last bit of news, ASIC sues Binance Australia over consumer protection failures. Australian regulatory ASIC has filed a lawsuit against Binance Australia Derivatives, accusing the company of failing to protect consumers by misclassifying over 500 retail clients as wholesale investors between July 2022 and April 2023. This misclassification allegedly deprived these clients of critical legal protection. So here is another bit of news that is not great for crypto. Another lawsuit against Binance, although this is Binance Australia, but still it's another major cryptocurrency exchange that is being sued, citing a lack of consumer protection, which is not great because that's what crypto exchanges are. They're there to serve the consumer. And if they fail at the one thing that they're supposed to be doing, well, what's the point? The lawsuit is part of a broader regulatory push targeting crypto platforms. Recently, Kraken's Australia operator was fined 12.8 million for compliance breaches, and Austrac has introduced stricter know your customer requirements for crypto ATMs, including transaction monitoring and reporting of withdrawals over $10,000. I think in the heat of the bull run, people seem to dismiss or forget, because a lot of the reports are not being circulated, the negatives of the crypto aspects and of the regulatory parts of the crypto industry. None of it is being talked about when the market is pumping, or people just ignore it. It's just not in the news. Nobody wants to hear, bearish sentiments. Everybody is looking towards the sky, towards the heavens, and the green candles. Or red candles in Korea, if that happens to be. But once there is a turn in the market, all of a sudden everything is coming out, and you can see articles like this that are talking about things that are taking place behind the walls nobody really talks about. So this is like hush hush quiet stuff, because again, we don't want to hear the FUD. Everybody wants to hear the talks of $1 million or $2 or $3 million. I just saw a quick clip on Twitter. Some dude was talking about a $3 million Bitcoin already, for Pete's sake. Like, don't listen to these knobs. This is, if Bitcoin is ever going to reach $3 million, it is not going to happen this bull run. And there will be a bull run. Just look at the market right now. It's dumping. Everything is dumping, and it's looking pretty grim. I mean, we've got like on the 7 days, on the 24 hour, we've got 3%, 7% dumps. 11%, 6%. So I mean, we're heading for Cardano's got a 10% dump here, Avalanche 10%. So this is significant, 22% on seven days. So this is you know, it's a significant retracement. We went from $108,000 Bitcoin to $97,000. So this is like a $10,000 retracement on Bitcoin alone. So whenever I hear these people talk about $3 million Bitcoin or $1 million Bitcoin, man, it honestly pisses me off, because reality check. But in the end, it's good, I guess, because retracements are necessary, because those give me a chance to buy back in at the cheap. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your purchase plans are for crypto. Are you getting in on this dip? Are you picking up some of the discounts? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, please remember to smash the likes, because a lot of people don't. You watch the videos, but you don't smash the likes. It's just a matter of clicking the button. Subscribe to the channel. That's also just a matter of clicking the button. It's all free, all for you there. It doesn't hurt, but it helps me. It helps the channel. So please do that, and I will love you forever. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble. I will see you. Oh, today is Friday. Happy freaking Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Crypto Father.